Lions sports coverage of Loaded Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Alston Realtors.
They're from Forsyth, I believe, and they are 12-3.
I'm Ryan, and they are
I'm Braden. Yeah, 14-3. That's
and
it.
5A.
Max Preps doesn't get updated that often. So what are our keys to the game for tonight? What do you got on the docket for us?
So Hayden's starting this game tonight.
Correct.
He's been one of our best pitchers this year. And I think for him, it's his command of his fastball.
You're right.
He gets soft contact, and he'll get his strikeouts. So as long as we keep the ball on the ground, he'll be fine.
So, yeah. So this will be one of the tougher matchups that the Lions have faced in a long time. They've had a bunch of out-of-region games, I believe, and I mean, really hasn't been that much of a challenge for them.
Exactly. So for the offense tonight, they have to see the fastball because we played region teams for the past 2 weeks, and they've thrown around 65, 70 miles per hour.
Right.
Tonight, we will see 80 to 85. So they have to make sure that they time up the fastball to be successful tonight.
That's gonna be a big one, of course. Just play the regular game, keep it strong, get those runs in. I think is a solid game plan in my opinion. Yeah. So I think that'll be it for Keys to the Game right now. We'll be back in a second after this little delayed start. We'll see you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to varsity baseball here at the Lubbock School. Home of the 9-time state champion, Lubbock Lions. Please join me in giving a warm Riverbank welcome to the Lions from Whitewater School. Now, for today's starting line. first for the visiting Wildcats. Batting first, number 9, center fielder Dalton Bonner. Batting second, first baseman number 3, Braxton Mueller. Batting third, the shortstop, number 4, Ty Ellington. Batting fourth, right fielder number 5, Dex Benoit. Batting fifth, the pitcher number 19, Xavier Campbell. Batting sixth, third baseman number 7, Sean Sower. Batting seventh, second baseman number 25, Connor Kolisnik. Batting eighth, the catcher number 21, Blake Elsenpeter. Batting ninth, left fielder number 17, Cody Gunnett. The Wildcats are managed by Brandon Crumley, with assistants Brandon Bales, Brian Crawford, Derek Lee, Austin Farr, and Andrew Self. And now, for your Love It Lions. Leading the prize today at first, third baseman number 1, Will Briggy. Batting second, left fielder number 7, Robert Mitchell. Batting third, shortstop number 5, Kai Cunningham. Batting fourth, first baseman number 12, Jack Steele. Batting fifth, right fielder number 13, Daniel Sands. Batting sixth, center fielder number 20, Logan Gibbons. Batting seventh, DH number 15, William Sands.
Test, test, test.
Batting eighth, second baseman
Test,
number
test,
4,
test.
Anderson
Gotcha.
Weaver.
We're going to go live in just a second.
Okay.
Ninth, signature number 6, Charles Lindsay. On the hill for your Lions today, number 16, Hayden Bernard.
Sorry, Braden, y'all already started it. Thank you.
Yep,
Very enterprising.
We're good.
Well done.
The Lions are managed by Lance Foods, assisted by Jamie Palmer, Chris Mascot, and John Rice. Coaches, players, and fans, please stand, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the American flag flying proudly in left center field as we honor our country with the presentation of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
roster. That's unbelievable. Is it Hayden? It is. I had that right. So up first to bat for the Wildcats is Dayton Bonner, center fielder. On the mound for the Lions is Hayden Bernard. He gets the start tonight. And this is the first out-of-region matchup the Lions will have in a while. As we said previously, they've had a lot of inter-regions, and this will be the toughest game they've actually faced in a minute. So here's the first pitch. That one gets sat on. It'll be called a strike. So, who's the next one? Checks on that. Not going to get called. Starting lineup for the Lions tonight is Priggy, Mitchell, Kai, Jack Steele, Logan Givens, Daniel Sams, Hayden Bernard, Charles Lindsay, and Anderson B. 1-1 count. Comes set. Here's the next pitch. That one high and inside. Has to turn his head a little bit. 2-1 count. That one gets popped right up in the air, and it will be caught. So there's the first out of the game. And now Braxton Mueller will come up to bat. Again, doesn't seem that there were any commits on the side of Whitewater, at least none that were publicly available. There's a swing and a miss. Mueller has got his hoodie on, got a sleeveless hoodie on under his jersey. You can see the hood peeking out of the back of his jersey. Wildcats in black, Lions in white. There's a swing and a miss there. Now an 0-2 count, 1 out. Comes set. Here's the next one, way up high. Lindsay able to save it. Set, trying to find that K. Swing and a miss, and he gets it. Excuse me, I'm not entirely sure what happened. As Mueller ran it out. I think he said it. He thought it hit him, maybe, but he ran to first after he struck out. So, not entirely sure what was going on there. But Ty Ellington, the third baseman, now up to bat for the Wildcats. 2 outs already. Bernard looking for 3 up, 3 down. Here's the first one. Gets smacked out of Lindsay's glove. Thankfully, there was no one on. Comes set. Here's the next pitch. That one a little high, right down the line though, but could have get the height correct. Here's the next one, and he does in fact find the corner outside the box. 2-1 count. And it is getting a little cool down here. You know, it's been pretty warm all day, finally getting a little cooler as he evens up the count 2-2. Bernard looking for the sign. He finally comes set. Here's the pitch, and that one gets blooped out, but it will be caught in right field, and that'll be the end of the inning. So Hayden Bernard gets a 3 up, 3 down, 2 flyouts, 1 strikeout. And we will be back in a second for the Lions' first at-bat of the game. Will Priggy will lead us off, followed by Robert Mitchell and Kai Cunningham.
Brian, I'm just checking in. You got a promo sheet, right?
Yes.
I'm checking in for
yes,
later.
I do.
All right.
Do you need one?
No, I'm just.
Okay.
No, I got one in my bag. I got one after Tuesday's incredible win when Lovett Soccer became region champs to beat Payson penalty shootout 3-2.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to keep it and
Yeah.
keep it as a memory.
Okay.
So, as I was saying up earlier here today, what did Ryan say about keys to the game?
That the Lions pitching really needs to be on high alert on this game, and the Lions just need to stay on top of the fastball. That's the big key to this game.
Yeah, I believe it's Whitewater. Their 5A team, I believe 14-3.
Yes, that's correct.
Actually, I think I may need a promo soon, but I'm okay for now.
Okay. So here we go. Will Prigge first up to bat for the Lions after 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. On the mound for the Wildcats is Xavier Campbell. So he's going to come set here. There's the first pitch. And that one falls a little out to the right. Might have caught the corner, but it's called a ball. Swing, that one gets blooped out, finds the grass, and Will Prigge weeds off. So it doesn't take him long to get a single. And now Robert Mitchell will come up, and he will try and follow that one up. Great start there from Prigge. Only took him 2 pitches. We're going to get right back into it here. Campbell looking for the pitch. And that one gets hit right back at him. There's one, and the ball goes wide. So gets Prigge out at second, but a bad throw to first. Just a little bit of a trade-off of runners there. The ball was hit right back there at Campbell, and he wasn't able to catch it as it just kind of bounced up off of him. Thankfully, Sean Sower was there to pick it up. So Kai Cunningham, the shortstop, will come up now to hit. First lefty for the Lions. Xavier, there's the first pitch. That one way outside. Thankfully, able to pull it in. Nelson Peter, the catcher for the Wildcats. He sets up a little bit to the left, and they're going to take time. 1-0 count. 1 out, and runner on first tries to pick Mitchell off, and he just slides right back in.
Mr. Marsh, my finance teacher still. I looked over and I was thinking, is that my test? But I saw it was not.
There's the pitch, and it's going to roll down the line. Will the throw be in time? The answer is yes, but he does advance a runner. So a little bit of a sack there as he gets Mitchell into scoring position now. And Jack Steele will be the one to come up next to the Lions after a lead-off single by Will Prigge. Mitchell did hit a single of his own, but it ended up getting Prigge out and Cunningham grounds out, moving to second. So not a great set of occurrences there for the Lions, but still an out left here. First one outside. That'll be a ball. Steele standing a little bit closer to the plate than most people. Wide stance. Makes up for his height, and he's going to check his swing on that one. Will be called a ball. Logan Givens on deck for the Lions. Xavier checking second. Continues to check it. And finally throws the pitch as Steele has dodged out of the way a little bit. 3-0 count. This is the biggest hole Xavier's found himself in so far. Not a big sample size, though. Continuing to check second. He's really making sure Mitchell doesn't come off that plate as he does get a strike there. Nice curveball. And Steele would definitely like a walk here, but I think a hit out to outfield would be appreciated also. Here's the pitch. He's going to sit on that one also, and it will be called a strike. So he was in a 3-0 count, and now he sat on 2 strikes in a row, found himself in a little bit of a hole. Full count, 3-2-2. Continue to check. There's the pitch, and he does sit on that one, and Steele will go ahead and take a nice little jog there down to first. So Logan Givens will come up now for the Lions and try and keep this inning alive. Cats made a nice little drive up here from Forsyth County. Arrived a little bit later than we wanted. That's the reason for the delayed game. Just given, Daniel Sams was going off an old lineup sheet today. They switched him around. Daniel Sams is the batter for the Lions right now. Hoobs is a little superstitious about giving out his lineup sheets, so we have to work with what we got. As Sams has to duck from that one. Doesn't move anywhere, just kind of tilts his head down, now in a 2-1 count. Continuing to check second, trying to keep Mitchell in check there. As shortstop's going to back away, pops that one up. And fouled out. Ties up the count 2-2. Pitch sits on that one, and he gets him looking for the last out of the inning. So the end of the first, tied here at 0. And next up to bat for the Wildcats will be Dex Beignet. So we'll be back in a second for that. So Xavier Campbell will be up to bat for the Wildcats. Again, just didn't give us the right lineup sheet apparently. As he's going to sit on that first one, a ball. Comes set. Here's the next pitch. That one down in the dirt. Now a 2-0 count. Bernard finds himself in a bit of a hole. Not too bad. He can definitely still work out of this. As swing goes right back at him. He misses the catch. Throw to first is good. And that'll be the first out.
Third baseman, number 7, Sean Sower.
Now Sean Sower will be up to bat. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Finds the bottom of the square, and he will in fact pick up the strike there. So we're also going with a bit of a hoodie look there. He checks his swing, and it won't matter. It'll be a ball anyways. He's going to step back into the box. Bernard comes set. Here's the next pitch. Sits on that one. Lindsay has to slide to save it. One-two count, one out, no one on. Top of the second, we are still scoreless. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. So Bernard kicks up his second K of the night.
Second baseman, number 25, Connor Koliznik.
As Connor Koliznik is going to come up to bat here. First pitch, that one a little low. Still gets called as a ball. And that one will be called a strike. Looked like it was about in the same spot, but guess it was just a little higher. Sitting directly behind the plate, so Blues kind of blocking my way a little bit. All good, we worked with it. Here's the next pitch, gets pinged right almost into the Wildcats dugout. Now 1-2 strike. Bernard looking for his third K of the night. Here's the pitch, he sits on that one as it's high and away. Ties up the count 2-2. Actually got 3 twos, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Comes set, here's the pitch, and checks it. They're gonna say a ball. And now build up the count, 3-2-2. See if this inning keeps going, if we're gonna move on to the Lions. Comes set, here's the next one, swing and a miss. And he picks up his third K of the night. Holds off the Wildcats once again, they are still hitless. We're still tied here, 0-0. Lions will be up next. And we will be back in a second for that. It is Givens now. Struck out.
Center fielder, number Number 20, Logan Givens.
Come back, Logan Givens will be up to bat. Lions got 2 hits in the first, but we're not able to drive in any runs. Xavier still on the mound for the Wildcats. Comes set, here's the pitch. That one outside. But a little bit too much movement on it. Checks his swing there. And it does get called a strike. Here's the next pitch, again outside. He's been hitting that spot a lot. 2-1 count. Gets down a little bit. And that one inside, he will find this corner of the box. And that one sits on it. He's gonna strike out looking. So Lions sitting on a good few pitches here.
Number 15, William Sams.
And it is biting us a little bit. William Sams is gonna be up to bat next for the Lions. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. And that one outside on the opposite. Again, another lefty. Last lefty he faced was Kai Cunningham, who grounded out. And that one's going to hit right back to Xavier. He's going to throw it to first for the out. And that'll be it. William didn't put up a ton of a fight there, but he got contact on the ball.
Second baseman. Number 4, Anderson Beaver.
Anderson Beaver now up to bat. So 2 outs, no one on for the Lions. But inning is still not over yet. Winds up, he swings, hit it right back to him, finds the gap as there was no one covering, and he's gonna take a nice little trip there to first base. And Charles Lindsay throws off his catching pads, and he'll walk up to the base.
Number 6, Charles Lindsay.
So after 2 quick outs, Anderson Beaver shows a little bit of life here for the Lions here in the bottom of the second. Gets a nice hit. Here's the first pitch. He sits on that one. Will be called a strike. Tries to pick him off at first. No good. Anderson Beaver's able to slide back in there. Xavier's been pretty cautious on those runners. He's checking a lot. It's the second pick he's thrown tonight. Neither of them have been successful, but he's doing a good job at trying to contain them there on base. Lindsay, a bit of a wider stance. There's going to be throw to first, and he's safe again. That attempt actually came from behind the plate, as Elson Peter was the one who tried to get Beaver out. They're definitely keeping tabs on him. Not want to take their eye off. That one inside. And now 3-1 count. Lindsay definitely would appreciate the walk. I'm pretty sure he's going to swing and fouls that one. Fills up the count now, 3-2-2. Priggy on deck there for the Lions. He had a single in his first at-bat. He was the leadoff hitter. Set, there's the pitch. Beaver's going to take off, fumbles a little bit, and the throw is good. So quick little inning there, only one hit for the Lions. And we'll be right back as the Wildcats are going to come up and see if they can get something done also.
Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. Zombie
Right fielder number 16, Ford Van Meter.
So we're back here as the Wildcats are going to come up to bat. And Ford Van Meter will be the one on the plate. Swing and a miss there. Hannah Bernard still on the mound. Still scoreless here in the top of the third. From set, there's the next pitch. Sits on that one, and it'll be called a strike. That one pings off and foul. I believe he's actually using a wood bat. That's my preference there. Oh, I'm not much of a I don't have much authority on there as Anderson Beaver picks up his fourth strikeout of the game. And I definitely liked the weight of the wood bat. It's a little bit better than the metal. I know the metal is better, but it's just my preference. Nelson Peter will be coming up to bat now. And he hits it right to steal it first. And he's going to walk on the base there to get the out.
Left fielder, number 17, Cody Gunnan.
And Cody Gunnan will be up to bat now for the, oh Lord, for the Wildcats. The lineup they gave me was just a mess. I really truly apologize for this. And right date, but you know, half of it's not correct. Cody Gunnan should be at the bottom of the lineup for him. I believe that's correct. Dayton Bonner is on deck for them. 0-2 count, swing and foul that one. 2 outs, no one on base. Hannah Bernard's done a pretty good job of holding the Wildcats off so far. There's a first pitch way outside. Lindsey tries to slide and grab it. He's unable to. Did his best Braden Holtby impression, but couldn't get there in time. Thankfully, no one was on. Gonna check his swing down low. It will be ball, and the count's now tied up 2-2. Trying to find it. Again, he's going to sit on it. And now, counts all filled up, 3-2-2. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. And Hayden Bernard, another great inning for him. As he's rolling so far here. Doing a great job at keeping the Wildcats away. Lions will be back up to bat here, and we'll be back in a second. The Lovett Campus store is not only stocked with brand new Lovett Spirit gear, gifts, and supplies, it's full of seasonal items to fill your home with. Their prices are always lower than retail, and there's no sales tax. All proceeds go back to the school, and you will never lose when you shop at the campus store. Also available for online shopping, open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 4 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 to 3:30 p.m. Make sure to come there for all your Spirit needs. You got a few sports going on right now. Gymnastics and their meet today. Lions soccer as well. Lacrosse, I believe, an away game. Lacrosse is doing, they're having themselves a good season. Honestly, could hopefully see them take a little bit of a playoff run, but you know, we'll have to see what comes of that. Will Prigge will come up to bat now for the Lions.
Number 1, Will Prigge.
He had a leadoff single to start the game out, and he'll look to either repeat that or get something better here. Xavier's still on the mounds there for the Cats as Prigge's going to chase that one. Took a deep swing there. Comes set, sits on that one also, as he's going to see that one was high. Back into the box now. Count tied up 1-1. Here's the pitch. Sits on it again. And it does pay off. Lions bats have been a little reluctant here tonight. They've had two players strike out while looking. And again, he sits on that one. Looked like it might have been outside, but it'll be called a strike. Caught just the lower right corner. I'm set. Here's the next pitch. Sits on it again. The count's full, 3-2. Here's the next one. He sits on it again, and he's going to walk over to first. So leadoff walk for Will Prigge. And Robert Mitchell will come up to hit now.
Robert Mitchell.
He singled in his first at bat. Unfortunately, it ended up getting Prigge out, and that was the first out at the top of the first. He's going to look to bunt and pulls away there. Curveball wasn't really a viable one to do. And runner on first, no one out. Sometimes it is pretty viable to just bunt it, maybe risk the out, but hopefully move the runner to second. As it doesn't seem that the Lions are going to get any steals. Wildcats are doing a pretty good job keeping tabs on the runners. As soon as I say that, he takes off, and there's a drive down the left line, now into third, and that'll hold him Prigge gets held up at third. He actually took off to try and steal as soon as I said that, but didn't matter anyways because Roe Mitch had a good double there. Kai Cunningham will come up now. He grounded out, but he got a runner up in his first at bat. No outs now. He's going to look to hopefully get Prigge in home safe, but got a little bit of wiggle room here. A lefty batter. Blue is out there getting onto Xavier for something. Not entirely sure what it was, but giving a little bit of a talking to as we're going to resume play here. Keeping tabs on, still keeping tabs on second, even though Bromich can't really go anywhere. Prigge's on third. Again, runners on second and third, no outs, 1-0 count. There's the next one. Cunningham sits on that. Like I said before, Lions being a little bit more reluctant to swing. Maybe it's because they're seeing the ball a bit better tonight, but it has bit them a little bit. As again, there's been 2 players that have struck out while looking. There's the next one. Cunningham swings. It's going back out to right to the wall. It's down and in for a hit. Prigge's going to come in. Mitchell's going to come in, and they're going to hold Kai at second. So Cunningham follows up the double from Mitchell with a double of his own, and he gets 2 RBIs. Cunningham hit it all the way back to the warning track, and I thought that maybe they were going to have it. Van Meter in right, thought he might have had a glove on it, but ended up bouncing off the wall. So Steele's going to come up now, and Lions are up 2-0. Jack Steele walked in his first at-bat, still no outs. He's going to check Kai, who actually does have somewhere to go this time. Steele's going to back away from that one as it was about eye level, actually. And Xavier having some pretty good movement on his ball, but it seems like the Lions are dialing in a bit on it. Continue to check it as Steele rips one, and that one's going to be foul. Jack Steele is committed to Davidson. Or excuse me, Dinson. Yeah. D's. I saw the D and I was like, Davidson. No, Dinson. Cunningham, who just got that hit, he's going to Santa Clara to play. Yeah, nice old California. Sure, he'll definitely enjoy the weather there a bit more than here, as we're in the middle of about a pollen blizzard. Came out of my house yesterday. My car was yellow. That's not really what it's supposed to be. So now a 1-2 count. Still no outs. Check second. He's going to go to try and pick him off, but Cunningham gets back safe. Still a 1-2 count. Keeping tabs on Cunningham, who's moving around a little bit. Swing and a miss. He gets Steele to chase on that one. Strikes him out. Daniel Sams will be now up to bat. 1 out now for the Lions. He struck out in his first at-bat. I believe that one was striking out looking. Continuing to keep tabs on Cunningham, who seems to be inching away like he wants to run, but that one's fouled back. And continue to keep tabs. Cunningham shuffling back and forth as that one's going to be blooped right into right field and caught. And Cunningham will get held there at second. And that's the second out of the inning.
center fielder, number 20, Logan.
Logan Givens up next to bat. Again, he struck out in his first at bat. And the Lions will attempt to keep this inning alive. Had a pretty good start and then 2 outs back to back. He's going to get the pitch. Take a second. Here it comes, and he actually hits him. So, not sure if that one was intentional. I don't believe it was. But regardless, Givens will take a little jog up there to first, and now runners on first and second as William Sams will come up to hit. He flew out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss on that one. So not entirely sure if that hit was intentional or not. Again, I don't believe it was, but hopefully it'll give the Lions a little bit of a spark as that one's outside. One count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Lions up 2-0. Here's the pitch, sits on that one, and it is a ball. The inner lines of the batter box have been whittled away here. You can't really even see them anymore. Definitely see where they were standing, though. Here's the next pitch. Swings on that one as it gets fouled back. Now count tied up 2-2. Xavier trying to, taking a minute to get the pitch. Now comes set. Here it is, and looked like he could have hit him, but Sams is able to back out there in time, and now count filled up 3-2-2. Check second. There's the pitch. He's going to run. That one hit going out into center field where it will be caught, and that'll bring it close to the third inning as the Lions started off there pretty hot with a walk and 2 doubles, and they're now up 2-0. We'll be back in a second to see if the Wildcats can try and answer back.
Center fielder, number 9, Dalton Palmer.
So back out to the top of the order for the Cats as Dayton Bonner will come up to bat. He flew out in his first at-bat, and that's his only at-bat so far. Hayden Bernard still on the mound for the Lions. He's done a great job of holding this Whitewater team off. now coming to the box. Here's the first pitch, swing, and fouled. Hit the bottom of his bat there and bounced right back out. Back into the box once again, sits on that one, and it was a little high. That'll type the count 1-1. Coming set again. Here it is. That one swing and just foul. So looked like they might have had one there, but pulled foul down the left line. Again, the Cats still looking for their first hit of the game. Hayden Bernard has just been excellent so far. 1-2 count. He's got 4 strikeouts on the game so far. And swing and a miss, make that 5.
First baseman, number 3, Braxton Mueller.
So Bonner goes down, almost gets a hit, but just pulled it foul a little bit. Braxton Mueller will come up now to bat. He struck out in his first at bat. Bernard comes set. Here's the pitch. Sits on that one and doesn't get the call. Bernard and Lindsay got a pretty good chemistry going on. They've had one. They performed pretty well together as that one's hit right back to Bernard. He misses the catch. Throw to first is good. So Cunningham's there to pick it up and throws it right to Steele for the out. And Ellington will come up. He flew out in his first at-bat. We're going to see if this will be another quick inning for the Cats or if they'll be able to keep it alive. Here's the pitch from Bernard. Swing and a miss. Outfielders haven't had to do a ton of work here for the Lions. They made a good catch in center in the top of the first, but that's been about the extent of their job. I like that when I was playing outfield. Pitcher did their job, and I never really had to do much. Just kind of sat out and right, let it happen. As there's another swing and a miss. The count now 1-2. 2 outs, and still no one on for the Cats. Wind going in and out of this game as that one's inside. Sometimes there's a breeze, sometimes there's not. Just kind of depends. Xavier Campbell on deck for the Cats as Lindsay has to slide over to grab that one. And that fills up the count 3-2-2. Guess he's actually going to have to take a second here. This ball might have hit him in a non-padded area. He's pointing to his throat a little bit. Might have just knocked the wind out of him. But regardless, definitely you want to go get it checked out. And looks like they're maybe going to pull him here. Yes. He's holding his throat, so it looks like it might have bounced and hit under his mask. But they're going to take him out of precaution. So he's going to take a seat there. An unlucky bounce. So Lusink will come in to replace him. Definitely an unfortunate happenstance there, but going to take a second here to get warmed back up. Okay, your Lions are still up 2-0 count right now. A little bit of a tight spot. 3-2-2 count, no one on for the Cats. Hayden Bernard still on the mound. He's performed excellently. He's picked up 5 strikeouts on the night. And we're going to get back into it. Sink seems to be missing something. Not entirely sure. She's going to have to run back to the dugout. Got his signs. Had to go grab that. It's pretty important. Shakes hands with Blue behind the plate, and we're going to get right back into it. 3-2-2 count. And Lusink now behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Sits on it, and does get the strikeout. So Lusink doesn't have to do much. Catches one pitch there. And that'll lead us to the bottom of the third. We'll be back in a second. Lions still lead 2-0. He's doing good. Yeah, 5 strikeouts. Still up.
Second baseman, number 4, Anderson Beaver.
Anderson Beaver's going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. And Xavier's still on the mound there for the Cats. They're going to actually send someone to the bullpen. Not even on the roster. As that first pitch is down low. Winds up. Here's the next one, and that one's wild. Put a little bit too much on it. Just span out. Also, Peter behind the plate there for the Cats also. Comes set. Beaver had a single in his first at-bat. Now the count sits 3-0. There's a strike there. Pulls it up to 3-1. Weaver trying to get a leadoff hit or anything there, and he actually will just walk it off. So he'll take a quick little jog there to first.
The catcher, number 22, Preston.
And now Lusink will come up to bat after Lindsay got taken out. First one looked for a bunt, but tried to pull away from it there at the last second and gets called on a strike. Will Prigge on deck for the Lions. He had a single and a walk so far in the game. He also scored a run as the bunt's going to roll to first. They're just going to tag him. But runner advances to second.
Third baseman, number 1, Will Prigge.
And Prigge is back up to bat again. A single and a walk for him, and he was one of the runs scored. He was actually the first run scored after Cunningham hit a nice double there in the bottom of the third. So runner in scoring position, 1 out. Prigge looks to get something going here again as he's going to take a good swing on that one, but just a little low on it. Xavier taking a minute, checks back, there's the pitch, has to sit on that one as it was above his head actually. Swing pops it up, and it will be caught by the first baseman. So that's Prigge's first at bat where he comes up empty.
Left fielder.
And Robert Mitchell will come up to hit, and he's got a single and a double so far in the game. Now 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch. He's going to sit on that one, and it'll be called a strike. A little bit of a delayed call there. Ump had to think about it for a second. And there's the pitch swing, and it will be caught in center field, and that'll take a close there to the fourth. Lions still lead 2-0. And we'll be back in a second for the Cats to try and start getting something done for them. The Lovett Parent Association is the organization dedicated to promoting volunteer interest among parents and in support of the school and engaging in activities promoting the enrichment of all students, faculty, and staff. There are many opportunities, small and large, for you to make a positive impact. Visit the Lovett website to become involved with the LPA today.
The pitcher, number 19, Xavier Campbell.
And Xavier Campbell's going to actually be the one to come up to bat here first for him. Hayden Bernard again still on the mound for the Lions, and Lusink now behind the plate as that one gets hit out to second, and the throw to first is good.
Third baseman, number 7, Sean Sower.
And Sean Sower will come up to bat. He struck out in his first at bat. Connor Kolisink on deck for the Cats. He's going to sit on that one. It'll be a strike. Bernard looking for the pitch. Comes set now. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase there. Oh, 2 count. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That one was up high, and he still got him to swing at it.
Second baseman, number 25, Connor Kolisnik.
And Kolisnik up now to bat. Again, shaping up to be a little bit of a quicker inning for the Cats, but still 1 out left for them. Bernard's going to finally come set. Here's the pitch, sits on it, and it was low. That one hit right back out to Bernard. He catches it, throws a steal, and that'll close out the inning. So the top of the 5th goes just as quick as the other ones, and now we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. The Lions will come up to bat and see if they can extend their lead. Lions still up 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Wildcats, Nicholas Bertola.
Nick Vertola on the mound now for the Cats.
The shortstop, number 5, Kai Cunningham.
Cunningham up to bat for the Lions. He was the one who got that go-ahead double. He's got 2 RBIs for himself. He'll look to get something done as he's going to lead us off here. Again, bottom of the 5th, Lions are up 2-0. Nick comes set that one down in the dirt. Cunningham's going to have to go up there and throw the ball back. Doing catcher's job for him. Sets up that one way outside. Olsen Peter does a good job at keeping it in. No one on, but Just out of precaution. 2-0 count. That one, Cunningham gets it going to the outfield back and caught. A long hit for Cunningham. Thought he was going to get there, but it ends up getting caught in center field. And Satan Bonner made a nice catch there. Jack Steele up to bat. And there's the pitch. That went way up there. Let go of it a little early. There's the next one. Swings on that one, going to right field, and it will not be caught. Down to the wall. Steele's going to run over to second, and he's safe with a double. A walk and a strikeout for him, and now add a double onto that. Van Meter in right field looked like he might have had it, but he actually ran into the back wall. Got pressed up against that mesh back there and couldn't quite make the play. Daniel Sam's up to bat now. He struck out in his previous at-bat. Texted the pitch, now looking back. There's the pitch. He's going to sit on that one. It'll be called a strike. Looked a little low, but they're going to say it was good. Again, see if Nick can be as on it as that one's hit out to left, and it'll not be caught again. So 2 missed catches. Steele's going to come in home, and another double for the Lions. That gets another run. That's the 4th double of the night from the Lions, and now they're up 3-0.
Center fielder, number 20, Logan.
So Dex Benoit out in left field. Couldn't get there to the track to make the play, as he was over a bit too much. Checking runner at second. That pitch down low. 1-0 count, 1 out. Runner on second again. Just said that. Here's the next one. Again, has to get down in the dirt to save it. And with a runner on now, if he misses it, it will be a base stolen. 2-0 count. Checks back. And again down in the dirt. Gets away from him. It was a little bit of a slow roller, but Elson Peter couldn't quite find it. And now a 3-0 count. He's struggling a little bit. Not sure whose fault that one really is. Again, with 1 out, ball hit to the outfield will hopefully be a run in, as we're going to have a bit of a mound visit here. Has this one been not a horrible inning, I'd say. Only 1 out, though. Still early in it. Two doubles. One from Steele, one from Sam's. As Givens will be the one to come up to bat and hopefully look to drive in that run at third. Still 3-0 count. Maybe he'll take a little trip over to first, but we will see as we're going to get right back into it. Here's the pitch. Going to sit on that one. He finds the edge of the box. Inner edge there. Got Givens a little bit jammed, and he really didn't have a choice there but to sit on it. Chuck's runner at third. There's the pitch. Looks to get a bunt. Interesting as they're going to call him out. Actually, they say he was fouled. And he's going to have to take a slow walk back to home. Fold up the count 3-2. Still 1 out, runner on third. Lions already drove in 1 run this inning. Here in the bottom of the 5th. They still lead 3-0. Givens had a 3-0 count, and he's now sitting at 3-2 as that one slips away from Nelson Peter, and will walk Givens and hold Sams at third. And his brother William will come up to hit now. He flew out and was hit by a pitch earlier. It's by the starting pitcher, Xavier. Xavier Campbell. Still 1 out. Runners in corners. Looks for a bunt, and that one bounces back. And Sam's out of the batter's box, taking a minute there to get back into it. As he gets back in now, finally. Here's the pitch, sits on that one as it was low and inside. Count tied up at 1-1 with 1 out. Goes the pick to first, it's no good. It comes set. Takes a deep breath there, and there's the pitch. He swings. That one going out to the outfield, and it was caught. That's a run back to first, but it will drive in the run from third. So Lions do score on a sacrifice fly there from William Sams. He drives in his brother Daniel Sams.
Second baseman, number 4, Anderson Beaver.
As Beaver will come up to bat. He's got a single so far. So that first pitch down and right. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Sits on that one. As that was in the other batter's box. 2-0 count. Leaning back. There's the pitch. He's going to move out of the way of that one. And a 3-0 count. Lights green a bit here. Doesn't mean he's in the clear, though. Comes set. Again sits on it. Knew that one was a strike. And a runner takes off as there's a swing and a miss. He is down and in safe. And interference. That'll take the inning to a close as Boo behind the plate calls interference. Regardless of that, though, the Lions are still up 4-0. Boob's out there talking to him a little bit. Not sure how much that'll change as Lions are going to go ahead and run out there and take the field again. So we'll be back here in a second as the Lions go on the defensive. Hayden Bernard is still on the mound as Lusing has to run out there. Had his chest pads on.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Wildcats, number 5, Dex Benoit.
So Dex Benoit's gonna come out to bat for the Cats. He's gonna look to get something done for them again. They've been struggling a bit against Bernard, as it looks like the Lions are finally gonna send Sarabia to the bullpen. Top of the 6th, Lions lead 4-0. Benoit out in left field. He actually dropped a catch there. As a swing and a miss. He dropped a catch out there. It's at the track. Would have probably saved a run. Here's the next pitch from Bernard and finds the grass, and there it is. A hit there from the Cats.
The catcher, number 21, Blake Elsevier.
And he's their first runner on base here. Took them till the top of the 6th. But a leadoff hit for them nonetheless. And gonna sit on that one. It's the catcher, Olsen Peter, batting. Bernard steps off there. Not sure, he was looking at something. As they're gonna call time and oops, heading over to the bullpen. Bernard checks first. Goes to pick, he drops it. Steele trying to run and catch it, but Bernard decides to stay. So it popped out of Steele's glove, but didn't go that far. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. That one was way up there and got him to chase. And time's going to be called there. Take a second to step away, get back in. 1-1 count, no outs, runner on first. This is the first runner that the Cats have had all night. As Dex Benoit got a hit there. Also their first hit of the night. Olsen Peter, the batter right now. He fouls that one back. Falls behind to 1-2 count. And here's the next pitch. He checks it, and not entirely sure what happened there, but Dex Benoit moves up to second.
Left fielder, number 17, Cody Gunnan.
I guess it was a strike, so. He was out there, and now Gunnan is going to come up to bat. Going to take a little bit of a mound visit there. Bernard's still going strong, though. He's only given up one hit, though. Now, hit sitting there on second base right now. As he stole and Lusink dropped that ball right there. And that one fouled back. I don't know, 1 count. Gunnan steps back into the box. Bernard checks runner on second. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Only 1 out. Dayton Bonner, leadoff hitter, is in on the deck right now. Here's the pitch, sits on that one, now 1-2. That was up and outside. Here's the next pitch, sits on that one, and that will be a strike. So he strikes him out looking, now 2 outs. Dalton Bonner up to hit. He flew out and struck out. Again, top of the 6th here. Cats getting their back up against the wall a little bit. Still 4 more outs for them. He sits on that one. No call. Resting the bat on his shoulder, finally pulls it up. Here's the pitch, swing, and a slow roller out to second. Makes the play at first, and that'll draw the inning to the close. So another quick inning there for the Lions. They give up the first hit of the game for the Wildcats. And the Lions still lead 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the 6th. Cats only have 3 outs remaining.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Wildcats, number 20, Sawyer Banks.
That's right. He committed anyway. No. So Logan Givens will be, excuse me, Lusink will be the first one to come up to bat for the Lions. Will Prigge on deck. And now Sawyer Banks on the mound for the Cats. And Lions still up 4-0. Their job here in this inning is trying to extend their lead. here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes set. A little bit of a strange release there. His arm's wide on that one as it's a ball. Banks comes set again. Forcing it out a little bit, not able to throw it as accurately. 2-0 count, still early for him. Comes set, here it is again. That one right down the middle. It's a pretty perfect pitch there, and he gets him looking. 2-1 count, no outs. There's the pitch, sits on that one. It's going to roll away from him. And now 3-1. There's the next one, sits on it, and he's going to take a nice little jog up there to first. And Will Prigge will be up to bat now. He's got a single, a walk, and a fly out so far. And they're going to sub a runner.
Attention, please. Runner at first base, number 11, Christopher Fielden.
Fielden will go over to first there for loose ink. So now runner on first with no outs. And back to the leadoff hitter. Back to the top of the order, excuse me. So Prigge's going to step into the box. Fielden on first. Here's the pitch. Swing pops right back up over my head. And I believe it does actually stay inside of the ballpark, but just barely. Now an 0-1 count.
Hey, Braden, how are you?
Good. Hello, Noah. I'm looking at you right there over there in the stands.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to do an interview at the top of the next inning, so just get ready for that. Send it over to me. Thank you.
Okay. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Fielden's going to try and steal. He's safe. Wasn't entirely sure what the call was going to be on that as he tripped up Sower there a little bit, but he makes it safe and sound there to first. Sower actually had to jump over him a little bit to make it. There's the first pitch. He sits on it. As the ball's going to get away from him there. Banks couldn't quite catch it. Three 3-1 count. Quickly crept up on him. Prigge got the upper hand a little bit there. Banks checks second. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now full count, 3-2. Comes set. Check second. Here's the pitch again. Swing and a miss. And Prigge strikes out. So valiant effort from him. And Roe Mitch will come up to bat. He's got a single and a double so far in the night. Mitch hangs his bat over his head, sits off of that one, as it was way too high for him. Comes set, there's the next pitch, down and left. 2-0 count, 1 out, runner on second. There's the next one, fouled it back. 2-1 now. Again, Mitch had a nice double earlier on in the night. And that went outside. He's one of 4 hitters to get a double. It would be him, Cunningham, Steele, and Sams, Daniel Sams. They've all got doubles. All in an order, batting 2, 3, and 4, and 5. 3-1 count. Here's the next pitch. He sits on that one, called a strike. So again, we're starting to see Lions being a little bit hesitant to swing at the ball. That one maybe a bit of a smarter sit, but that's been one of the things the Lions have been doing all night, is sitting on a lot of these pitches. As swing goes out to second, they're going to make the play. They don't make the play at first. It rolls away from him, and the runner scores. So the throw goes wide, and Fielden's able to just kind of waltz in, as Mitchell's going to stand there on first, and the Lions are now up 5 runs. Cunningham's going to come up. He has done spectacular tonight. He has a double and 2 RBIs to his name. There's the pitch. That went outside. 1-0 count. Lions got an insurance run there. There's the next one. Again, about the same spot there, just outside. Mitchell stepped off the back there a little bit, and he just ran right back. And Cunningham gets another good hit going back, and it will be down again. Another great hit for Cunningham, and it's another double for him. Mitchell's going to slide in safety to third. Couldn't exactly tell if it was in or out there, but it gets down at the warning track, and that's his second double on the night. Cunningham's having a good night. He's on fire. Him and Hayden Bernard are fighting for MVP tonight. Still run out. Runners on second and third as Jack Steele's going to come up to bat. He's got a double, a walk to his name. He's going to look to add on to that one. His Banks has only got 1 out so far. That was striking out Will Prigge. That first one was a little wide and low. Banks comes set. Still checks the runners, even though they really don't have anyone to go. And a little blooper there from Steele drives in 1 run. And they're going to hold Cunningham there at third. But it does get Mitch in. And that drives the Lions lead up to 6. It's 6-0 now. After going a little blooper there from Steele, Daniel Sams comes up to bat. Still only 1 out, runners in corners. It's Robbie, I believe, warming up in the bullpen for the Lions. There's the first pitch. That one's a little wide. That's some nice movement on it, but couldn't get far over enough. Checks first. Now comes back. And there's the pitch. Again, a bit of a funky windup there. He almost pauses as he brings it up. But it's effective enough. 1-1 count. Triple ones. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first, swing, fouled back, and it's caught, but that will not count as it bounced off the net. 1-2 now. One, 2-1. Here's the next pitch. Sits on that one. Doesn't even move. Sams doesn't flinch in the slightest, as he was fairly confident that was a ball. Ties up the count 2-2. And he fouls that one out to stay alive. Count still tied up 2-2. Here's the pitch. Sam sits on that one as it's in the dirt. And the runner's going to advance to second. Steele slides safely in there as Elson Peter dropped the ball. The count's now full 3-2. That one almost didn't even hit the dirt. It barely escaped the grass, actually. 3-2-1. That's the count. And again fouls it back to stay alive. Archer's aiming there in the dugout for the Lions. Not entirely sure what that's about. They're going to call time. As Banks just wasn't liking the pitches he was getting given from Peter. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Sits on that one, and he's going to take a walk to first, and now the bases are loaded. And Logan Givens with a pretty good opportunity here.
Center fielder.
Bases loaded, one out.
Logan Gibbons.
And we're going to take a mound visit here. As a bit of a tight situation that he's got himself into. Banks. Only one out, and that was a strikeout on Will Prigge. And we're going to have actually a pitching change as Banks will end up with only that one out here. One out, and he's given up 5 hits. Excuse me, 4 and a walk.
Your attention please now. Pitching for the Wildcats, number 30, Luke Leger.
Luke Leger, the new pitcher. Cats. He's going to take a second here to warm up and hopefully get them out of this jam. Lions already scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. They were up by 4 coming into this, now up by 6. Some nice insurance runs, that's for sure. So we're going to come right back into it after a pitching change. Luke now on the mound for the Cats. Here's the first pitch. That one in the dirt. They're going to hold the runners, though. Bases loaded, 1 out. Givens has a pretty good opportunity here. To try and get something done for the Lions. Again, they're still up by a fair amount, as that one's going to be fouled down the line. 1-1 count. He's again going to foul it almost the exact same spot. Now 1-2 count. Comes set. Here's the pitch. That one hit and flies out to center field. And they're going to, no, they're going to hold him at third. Cunningham was about to take off, but they hold him. On pass to get some new balls there.
Your attention, please. Now batting for your Lions, number 10, Corey Nelson.
Corey Nelson's going to come in and hit for Lovett. As it seems Hayden Bernard has been pulled. So he had a pretty good night. He got him through 6, only gave up 1 hit, no runs. Nelson again to bat for the Lions. Still bases loaded, 2 outs now though, so he's got to get a hit down or a walk if he wants anything, because that one's going to be called a strike. It was a little low, maybe outside, but still gets the strike called. Comes set. Here's the next pitch. Swing, jams a little bit, and it'll be called foul. His Cunningham slides in there. 0-2 count. Nelson definitely looking to keep this inning alive for the Lions. Whitewater hoping they get this K right here. Comes set. Here's the pitch. He sits on it as it was practically in the other batter's box. 1-2. Nick steps off there for a second. This is Luke. And now comes set. Here's the pitch again in that other batter's box, and now evens up the count 2-2. Gonna take some time here. And tied up 2-2 count. Corey Nelson looking to keep this inning alive for the Lions. 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch again. He sits on it. It's outside, and now full count 3-2-2. Charles Lindsay on deck for the Lions. Or excuse me, Lusink. Lindsay exited earlier as he's going to walk in a run. Oh, I'm all messed up. Anderson Beaver will be the batter. He's going off of an old lineup, and I wrote him down wrong. No, that's my fault. So Anderson Beaver will be up to bat for the Lions. He's got a single in this game. That run was walked in. That pitch was up high. A third cushion run for the Lions brings their lead up to 7. Bases are still loaded, and there's still 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Sits on that one again. As he is starting to favor that right side a little bit. Maybe if he sees a left-handed batter, might be in a little bit of a sticky situation. So he's been thrown all the way in that box. Again, high, and now a 3-0 count back into that hole. And Anderson Beaver with the green light. Comes set. Here's the pitch. He sits on that one, a strike, as he gets to the top of the box. Now 3-1 count. There's the next pitch, sits on that one, will be called a walk, and that's another run walked in. So that's the second run walked in as Steele's gonna just kind of tap the plate. And now Lusink will come up to bat as a fourth insurance run comes in for the Lions, and they've doubled their score in this inning. So here's the next pitch. That one way up there. Luke up there on the mound, struggling a little bit here. Lusink in the box. He sits on it again, doesn't have to move as that one again in the left batter's box. Here's the next pitch, same spot. Elson Peters doing a good job at wrangling those balls in. He hasn't let one run by him so far here. Comes set, 3-0 count. Here's the pitch, and there's a strike. So 3-1 count. This is pretty much what happened at the last at-bat. We'll see if it ends the same also. Comes set. Here's the pitch, and way out there, ball 4, and another runner walks in. That's the third one. Time's going to be called. We're going to have a mound visit, definitely after 3 walks in a row, and that's been 3 in. As we're back up at the top of the order, Will Prigge will come up to bat. So 5 runners have scored. They've scored more runs in this inning than they had in the entire game, 3 of which have been walked in. Still 2 outs here. Prigge's going to come up. He's got a single, a walk, a fly out, and a strikeout in this inning. So he struck out earlier up in this inning. As Fielding's going to run over to the first. He struck out earlier in this inning. So this is not the first time we've seen him. Now here's the pitch. He sits on that one, feeling like he could get away with it, but sneaks it in the right corner. And he struck out earlier. He does have a single and a walk, swing, and fouls it back. Now an 0-2 count, and this is the best count that Luke's seen. Comes set, here's the pitch, outside. 1-2, 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Lions up 9-0. Prigge's gonna call time. And what looked like it might have been a little bit of an inning for the Lions has turned into an explosion as it finally comes to a close. Lions score 5 runs, 3 of which are walked in, and the Wildcats have 3 outs left to get something done. We're going to send it down to Noah Claxton for an interview now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noah Claxton. I'm here with a few Lovett Athletics stars. Behind me is going to be Evie Feinauer, who is our Otters Athlete Chicken of the Week. How are you doing, Evie?
I'm great.
You had senior night tonight. What did you do?
Nothing.
Other than commentate the entire thing, which I love. How did your floor routine go that you were allowed to do?
Unfortunately, I'm injured right now, but I got to dance through my routine, and so I got a 10.
You got a 10. Is that your first 10 ever?
It is my first 10 ever.
Well, congratulations, Evie. And I'm also here. Khaki, can you move? Turn it up. Okay. Yes. Well, I'm here with Liza Montag and Peyton Canale and Ava McCloskey and Natalie Marshall, who's the biggest one in the camera, and in Khaki Staten. They're all in front of the camera. No. Oh, I didn't. Oh. Not like. Okay. Anyway, how was your win against Pace 2 days ago?
It was really fun.
Yeah, that 4-0 win against Pace really left you. The 4-0 win against Pace really did lead you guys the region championship.
Yes. We are region champs.
And then did you stay?
We beat our last region game today against Credit Scott. 10-0. It was a very good game, but Pace was very bummed. They are crying after and were very upset and started yelling at us, but you know, we took the W.
And did you stay for the game for the boys game when they won 2-1 or 3-2 in PKs?
Yeah, I did. I was there.
Yeah, you can definitely go back and watch that on the live stream. Just make sure you were there. Peyton Claney. Ivies came out today. How do you think you did?
I'm very happy with what happened.
Did you get into Dartmouth?
I did, yes.
Congratulations, Peyton. Other than that, I'm going to send it back to Braden Fletcher for the game.
All right, we're back. Diego Sarabia now on the mound for the Lions. He's been waiting his turn very patiently all night. And Braxton Mueller up now for the Cats. That one popped up into the air, and it will be caught by Jack Steele. So that's the first out, and 2 remaining there for the Cats now. Ellington will come up to bat. He's flown out. That's pretty much been his night. And on deck for the Cats is Dex Benoit, who has their sole hit of the night as Sarabia sends one right down the middle. Sarabia comes set. Here's the pitch and sits on that one. It'll be called a ball. Again, the Cats have 2 outs to make up a lot of ground. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Lions are up 9-0 in the top of the 7th. Sarabia comes set. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now Dex Benoit, who has the sole hit for the Cats, will come up to hit. Excuse me, Xavier Campbell will come up to hit. Again, great lineup sheets I've received. So, yeah. He's got 2 ground outs on the night. He was the starting pitcher for them. Sarabia comes set. There's the pitch, just a little high. There it is. Again, he sits on that one as it's high again. Now a 2-0 count. Sarabia loaded up on the eye black, expecting to pitch during the day, but Bernard put on such a performance that really wasn't necessary. As he gets him swinging and missing there. Now 2-1 count, 2 outs. Sarabia comes set. Here's the next pitch. Sits on that one, a strike. Now ties up the count 2-2, and they're 1 strike away. Looking pretty grim here for the Cats. Sarabia winds up. Here's the pitch, and he hits him. So Campbell gets hit in the hit in the hip. Landon Morant will come in and hit for the Cats now. And so Xavier Campbell on first now for the Cats. Sarabia comes set. There's the pitch. Sits on that one. It'll be called a strike. There's a quick look there to first. Likes what he sees. There's the pitch. Checks his swing. And it'll be called a strike. So again, 0-2 count. 1 strike away. Takes a quick peek at first. There's the pitch from Sarabia. Checks his swing, and it'll be a ball. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Lions lead 9-0 in the top of the 7th. Sarabia comes set. Checks back. Runner takes off. Swing as it's popped up into center field. And he drops it. He's unable to catch it. And now runners in corners. This is the best look of the night. As Logan Givens couldn't catch the ball.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 15, Jake Carter.
Jake Carter now going to hit for the Cats. Givens just couldn't get there in time. And that's the 2nd hit of the night for him. Runners in corners now. Best chance the Cats have had to score a run. Sarabia looking to hold this shutout. Here's the pitch from him. That one finds the grass, and that I might have jinxed that one. The Cats get a run in. So now a spark of life from the Cats here. Maybe too late, but they get away from the shutout as Dex Benoit will come into bat. Now runners on first and second. Lions still lead 9-1. And this last out seems to be giving Sarabia a little bit of trouble. Hayden Bernard pitched all night, and this is the first look at Sarabia we had. As Lusing's going to drop that one, throw it to third. He's safe. So Priggy had to jump up there to catch it and wasn't there in time. 1-0 count. Sarabia going to be heading up to Maine to play ball, as that one was a little high. He's going to be heading up to Bates College up there. Nice little college. Again, another ball, and now he's in a bit of a hole. 3-0 count. In danger of loading the bases here. It's Blake Elson Peters on deck here for the Cats. Sarabia comes set, takes a quick look, and ball 4. Bases are loaded now. And he's found himself in a little bit of a jam. Gonna call time. Oob's gonna have to make a mound visit. The Lions were up on a safe 9-0 coming into this, and now the Cats have scored 1, and they've come alive here in the top of the 7th. Lions scored 5 insurance runs at the bottom of the 6th. The bases are loaded now with 2 outs. This last out's been giving him a little bit of trouble. He's been 1 strike away twice, but hasn't been able to finish it. And Peter steps in the box. There's the pitch from Sarabia. Strike 1. So we're finally starting to heat up here a little bit. Can't say the same for the weather. It's getting pretty cool out here. Sarabia checks, comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball. Wasn't sure if he caught that corner, but ties up the count 1-1. Wind starting to pick up here a little bit. Sarabia pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 count, and now again 1 strike away. This has been a little bit of a problem area, but hopefully he looks to close it out here. 1-2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7th. There's the pitch, sits on it, ties it up 2-2. Sarabia searching for that last out. Still got another ball to work with. The previous inning, the Cats walked in 3 runs. Lions scored 5 runs there, high and up, and now a full count, 3-2-2, bases loaded. Little bit of pressure there on Nelson Peter, gotta imagine. He's gonna steal himself, come back to the plate, 3-2 count. Sarabia comes set, here's the pitch, swing and a miss! He gets him striking out, and the Lions survive. So at the end of the game, it starts to get a little troublesome, but doesn't matter as the Lions escape with a 9-1 win. Great night from Hayden Bernard, and a great night from Kai Cunningham also. So I thank you all for joining us from this Lions baseball game. Great win. Again, the final score, Lions defeat the Whitewater Wildcats 9-1. Thank you again for joining us.
Online sports coverage of Lovett Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Alston Realtors.
All right, we're going to get a quick recap from Ryan Coombs. Hey, Noah, turn that mic on. Ryan's going to give us a recap. All right, we already played our outro, but go ahead, Ryan. Hey, get Noah to film you. Noah, film him. No, go back to Noah and say it to Noah. You can say it right there. Say right there. You're good. Hey, Ian, put Noah's camera on. Yep. Go ahead, Ryan.
Diego come in for the final inning, and although he was a little rusty after not playing a good opponent in about a month, still was able to close out the game. And we saw, once they brought in a reliever, the Lovett offense really took off against a little bit of a slower pitcher. So overall, great game, great win, and we'll play Thurl tomorrow, another region game, and then we have some non-region games next week. That'll be good.
Well done, Ryan. That's all right. Good night, everyone.